Do you have a mouse or a rat problem? All right, you open up that cupboard door, that garage door, that something. You open it up and you realize that there's plague proportion mices, what's the proper plural? I don't know. Rats, sitting there, fornicating with each other, creating new generations to rip up your stuff and nest and poo and wee there. And I was just like, oh God, how do we get these things out of our house, out of our life, right? What is the most efficient way to kill or to safely remove a mouse or a rat? Today we're going to talk about this in this video. Guys, we're making daily videos on this channel, so if you feel like sticking around, please do. But yes, I have had many mice and many rats as a kid, as a pet. I loved my mice. I loved my rats. They were beautiful little creatures. They were running up and down my shirt, inside my shirt, and tickle my face and stuff. I had them on my head. I have pictures as a kid with like a mouse on my head. Pet mice and rats, beautiful little things. This is what they can look like, right? This is absolutely cute as hell. But if they're left to roam around, shit can happen. So let's just get straight into it. When there's little guys like this in your life, how could you? How could you? But when they get to look like this, that's the real issue we're talking about here. Plague proportions, where you can't walk without actually standing on one. Terrible, right? This was actually apparently a mouse and rat plague that happened in Australia in 1913. Some estimates say that there would be roughly about it's worse than that, 500 million to a billion were apparently in the paddocks and all around Australia in those plague areas. Check out that photo, all right? So how do you efficiently get rid of this problem? How? There's more photos of this situation unfolding. Pretty terrible. Some mice can be intelligent creatures. What if they're messing with your machinery just so they can become fit, right? That's an interesting little GIF. I like that one. That's really, really cool. But, right, animals eat these mice. Animals eat these rats like beautiful birds, like these, I can't remember the name of them for some reason. What are these guys called? Owls. There was an owl in my back garden the other day. I don't know why I couldn't remember that, but there was an owl in my back garden the other day. Creatures like these eat these things, which is why it's so important to never poison mice or rats or any other animal or anything like that, or insect, because introducing poisons, for one thing, makes a whole ecosystem become poisoned when they nibble on it, right? Poison is the worst way to go. Like, humans have been poisoned, animals have been poisoned, right? The feeling of being poisoned apparently is fucking terrible. It's the worst pain inside of your body before you die, right? It's excruciating, all right? Imagine letting some owls or other creatures that eat mice and rats, imagine letting them eat a poisoned rat, terrible. They're going to die an excruciating death too. So my suggestion is to use a mouse trap and never use a poison if necessary. So here are some of the different versions of mouse traps, right? But something like this, right? This can only be used once. Before then, resetting, obviously. It has to be reset in order to get another mouse or a rat. Very inefficient, if you ask me. So then what is the most efficient way to destroy one of these creatures, right? Or 1,000 of them or more efficiently, all right? We're talking about efficiency here. None of this bullshit setting it up and walking away and coming back the next day only to find one mouse and then coming back and setting it up. Imagine catching 100 mice in one night, 200,000, whatever. 10,000 mice in one night with one trap. This is the type of thing we're talking about here. Now, if you guys follow a YouTuber on YouTube, you may already know that what I'm going to be showing you today. But before I show you that, here are some more mouse traps, right? We've got the jaw mouse trap. We've got spring-loaded bar mouse trap, which is what we've just showed you, obviously. Live capture mouse traps. Now, I'm a huge fan of that. I actually have like 3 or 4 live capture mouse traps that look similar to this, but I'll show you the exact one I have in a minute. It's kind of like that, actually. That's the one I have, kind of, but it's a much more modern version. I have 4 of them. I couldn't actually find any of them for this video, unfortunately. They're in my house somewhere. But yeah, we've had mouse problems and rat problems in the past. We've caught them live, and then we take them down in my big back garden, and we release them down the back. That way, we don't kill them. That way, they're able to live out the rest of their lives doing whatever they want. And there's no poisons. There's no other animals being infected by this terrible, disgusting poisons. Horrible, horrible poison. Never buy poison, guys. It's fucking terrible. Really terrible, all right? If you can avoid it. If you can avoid it, right? You got glue mouse traps, all right? You got these things that like really, really sticky glue, all right? What else do we have? Bucket mouse traps. That's something similar for what we're going to be showing you guys in a second. Disposable mouse traps. History. Mouse traps have been around for a bloody lot of years, right? But this is the mouse trap I have. It's a humane mouse trap. I've got like 4 of them. Okay, so the mouse goes in there, and Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Can we just appreciate that for a second? What is that? That's the goddamn freakiest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you ever see a mouse or a rat that looks like that, please, get a flamethrower and burn that motherfucker. Never let that thing live if you see something that looks like that, all right? But anyway, okay. Going to some of the baits that you can use for this world's best mouse trap or rat trap. What are some things that will entice these things to the trap? Because if you don't use the right bait, they're obviously not going to come. All right, just like that movie Field of Dreams, baseball movie with Kevin Costner and the black dude from Star Wars who does Darth Vader's voice, James Earl Jones. If you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams, good movie. All right. So 12 mouse trap baits that actually work. Let's quickly show you what some of them can be. Peanut butter, all right? They love that shit. Bird seed. I have birds in the corner right there. Can you see the cage? My bird camera is not turned on at the moment. I will turn it on right now that I think about it, actually, just to show you my birds. But yes, I have bird seed, and the mice, right? They absolutely love. There's the birds. Hey, everybody. Can you guys see the bird? This is one of them. One of them's on the camera. No, 2 of them. There's 2 of them on the camera. There we go. So, they absolutely love bird seed. That's one of the reasons why we have had mouse problems in the past. All right. Pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. Wow, chocolate. Well, I must be a mouse because I absolutely love chocolate too. I don't know how a mouse sounds. I do, but squeak, 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 squeak. The first one was pretty terrible, let's face it. Breakfast cereal. Wow, dog and cat food. Yes, they do love dog and cat food. Jelly beans, apparently. Cookies. Cookie Monster. Deli meats, right? Crackers with butter. Don't forget the butter, guys. That's the peanut butter on toast, situation. That's the thing on top that you must put on, Smelly, soft cheese. There's a common belief that mice can't resist cheese, as we know, right, from movies and TV shows. But this isn't exactly true. What they do like are those soft cheeses, that have a stronger smell, like, blue cheese Briar or Camembert. You know what? There we go. So, how do you set up your traps? Well, assuming you're getting that trap, that's how you'd set it up, right? But there's a different type of traps, like electric traps, live traps, as we've talked about. You guys just want to see what the trap is, right? With the one that I'm talking about. Well, that was that website. Go check out the website if you feel like it. But going to the next one, this is the actual trap, right? Now, I'm not getting paid by these guys whatsoever, but I do think they have a really great product. And believe it or not, Chinese companies have been copying this technology, and they're now selling it, even though this company made it first. So that's what Chinese companies do. Apparently, we've known this for a long time. They copy technology. They copy the America's military technology as best as possible without paying any royalties. That's what China do, unfortunately. All right. I'm not going to talk about that, but yes, there are many copies on the internet right now. But this actual thing does wonders. You can catch so many mice and rats. There's two different versions, right? You get a bucket. Well, there's one version, but with a variable, right? You get a bucket, and you put the seed or the peanut butter on the toast or whatever. You put it inside the bucket, and you got to make sure that the bucket's tall enough so they can't jump up, right? Another version is putting water in the bucket with some peanut butter, inside kind of thing, and that way they drown. So you're going to have a situation looking like that. Hang on, not that one. Yes, this one. Depending how big your mousy and ratty situation is, right? It may look like that after you've drowned them. But going back to that, so this one again. So yeah, this is this website, Mousetrap, right? What's this guy's name? Shane Woods. All right, Sean Woods. The world's greatest mousetrap. If you haven't seen this video, go check it out, right? I'm not going to show you it, obviously, but this is apparently the company that sells it. Really interesting. I've seen this thing actually working in real life and, of course, online. It works amazing, all right? It works incredible. I'm not getting paid by these guys, but yeah, the most efficient mousetrap to ever be invented, apparently, is this thing right here. And that's what the website is called. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the description below. 2 and 1, we're both on them ones, right? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, @TallBoyGareth. Have you had a mouse problem? Have you had a rat problem? Let me know in the comments below. I should use this egg timer more often. I don't, but She'll be right. I love you guys. See you for tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.